like washing the hands. You're not washing the hands at all.
Oh, I'm kind of that guy sometimes. Not when I use a public bathroom, because public bathrooms are gross.
No, if you're at home,
I'll wash up.
You don't think I've rubbed my butt over everything in this place?
Well, I sure hope not. What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 80 of the Scruffcast. I'm Dan.
I'm John.
And I'm guest host Ian.
Yeah!
Christmas with Friends is rolling on.
That's right.
What is this, week 4 or week 3? Or?
It
is
4.
week 4.
Yeah,
Week
4
4.
technically,
Yeah.
Yes, and Merry Christmas. By the time you guys are listening to this, it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's
sure
Christmas
is.
Day.
Merry Christmas.
Do you think, is anyone actually listening to this on Christmas Day? If you're listening, send us an email. And send us an email on Christmas Day so we know you're not lying.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
We'll know.
We know you got a little time.
It should be sent from iPhone on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I like that.
I like when the listeners get a little cheeky with the sent from line. Like when we had Chris sent from my iPhone all in one.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's very good, yeah.
So, yes, a big hearty Merry Christmas to you guys.
That's right.
I will try to put this episode out maybe like midnight of Christmas Eve going into Christmas Day.
So for all the midnight massers can listen to the Scruffcast.
Yeah, pop in one of your AirPods.
Boom.
You're laughing away, and people are like, "Damn, Dan's really enjoying the priest's message." I was going to say the Pope. It'll be a fancy.
You know what? It would be nice. Like you're eating breakfast with your family, playing the Scruffcast in the background. You know, having some good laughs. Hopefully, we make you laugh.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, actually.
Dude, I'm liking the vibe you're bringing already. You know, I'm feeling good.
Hey, you brought the energy today. I like it.
Yeah,
of course.
And Ian brought a lot more than just energy, did he not, John?
He damn well did. Now I almost feel bad for him bringing so much.
Yeah. So last week, our guest Chris brought cookies, which we're very thankful for.
Yeah, shout out to whatever those ginger ones are.
Like the ginger
those
snaps.
are so good.
A little less
Ginger
snap, a little
snaps?
more
Yeah,
chew.
those ones are
Delicious. Yeah,
delicious,
so good.
Those were good.
Ian.
No,
Ian-
I ate them, dude. They're so good.
Yeah, there's
dude,
there's
had I
2
known what
cookies
you were
left.
Chris, I know we don't know each other, but please save me some cookies if we ever meet again. You know?
Had I known what you were bringing, I would have saved them for you.
So Ian today got us something very special. He got us coffee mugs.
Yes.
But the coffee mugs have the Scruffcast logo on one side, and on the other side, it's, what is it, like our tagline?
The tagline. Just a couple of guys making fun of a world taking itself too seriously.
So he bought us those mugs. It is one of the best gifts Scruffcast ever received. Not that we receive many gifts, 'cause we don't, but
No, we don't.
one of the only gifts we received, but will probably go down as our favorite as time goes on.
Yes, so we'll make it official on the podcast. Thank you very much.
You need to
Much
combine the
appreciated.
gifts. You know, have a coffee with the ginger snaps, so dip them in. I don't know if you guys
That's
dip
true.
your cookies in the coffee, but
Yeah, I'm on board.
Chris, if you're listening, fire up the oven. Start making
Fire up the oven, muffin man! I watch a lot of Shrek at home.
No, you sure do.
Alrighty.
All right, well,
So we're going. Speaking of cookies, we have an email.
we
I
did-
know it seems like that doesn't connect right now, but it does.
All right.
well, internet cookies, I guess.
Yeah, but like literal cookies too.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
All right. Oh yeah. Ian's kept, and all our guests, whenever they're on the show, we keep them sort of blind on the show notes and any emails. They're just along for the ride.
It's a little more fun
Yeah.
that way.
We
I
usually
think.
give them a heads up of what the top 5 is, so that they have answers prepared. But,
Yeah.
all right. So a listener wrote into scruffcast@gmail.com, just like everyone else out there can. Subject line is episode 79, bracket 3. Pulling off your naming convention, Dan.
Yeah.
Happy Festivus, and a happy Festivus to you, listener. You are very welcome for all the Christmas cookies. We handpicked some of the best-looking ones just for the Scruffcast.
So if people haven't figured it out yet,
Yeah.
this is Chris's girlfriend, who
Tiff.
also, Tiff, who also made the cookies.
Yeah.
Probably did more of the work. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, we just let Chris take some of the credit.
Yeah, we let Chris take some of the credit.
We will be sending some Anna's way, Dan's wife for the listeners, as well, because we can't have her Christmas feels fall short this year.
Oh.
Now, I don't this is in quotes here, really love Christmas. I just don't like doing all the common Christmas things that everyone else does. Listeners may remember that Chris said Tiff didn't really love Christmas.
Yes.
So she's writing.
But he also caveat that though. He said that it wasn't that she hated it. It was more so that she just didn't like doing what she said, right?
So she's explaining exactly this
Yeah.
then.
Yes. So she must have not really agreed with his clarification. She had to write in to clear up the record herself. Which
Yeah,
we are
fair
totally
enough.
on board with, yes. Now, I don't not really love Christmas. I just don't like doing all the common Christmas things that everyone else does. There's too much hype around the Christmas market, and I'm not interested in being in a crowded place full of people trying to get their best Instagram posts.
That's gold. Words to live by right there.
I agree, because I did mention last week about how I went to the Christmas market with my girlfriend Karen.
And let me guess, you posted a picture on Instagram, did you not?
Yeah, we took a couple photos.
Look at
but
that.
we weren't waiting in line
You're the
going
people.
for the giant heart. Yeah, but dude, when you're as cute as me and Taryn, come on. She had a pretzel bigger than her head. And the
You
pretzel
know what?
was
I gotta
pretty
admit,
tasty.
it was kind of funny because like you had a carousel where you can swipe through the photos, and like the first photo was you, and then you swipe, and Terrence's height just like decreased, and I kept going back and forth because it was just like tall, short, tall, short.
If what's the reason we didn't do a side profile one is because of the size of my belly. that would be an astronomical difference.
Yeah. That would be an even bigger size comparison between the two of them.
You need the carousel itself just to fit the whole frame. Tiff goes on to say here, but I'm glad you enjoyed, John. Going earlier in December and during the week is probably a lot more enjoyable. Merry Christmas to all. Tiff, sent from my iPhone.
Merry
Thank you,
Christmas,
Tiff.
Tiff.
Thank you. You were the only listener who wrote in this week, and you got the honor of getting your email read on Christmas itself.
Look at that.
Look at that. And you know what?
A little Christmas treat.
It's going to be about maybe like 5 years when you count for leap years until another listener gets their email read on Christmas. Because the Scruffcast won't come out on Christmas next year.
That's true. What are the
Yeah.
odds?
Yeah, it's gonna be
What
on
are the
like
odds?
a
Yeah.
Thursday or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can get that Boxing Day email. All right.
We talk about the deals we got.
Yeah, so let me have a look at the show notes here. I think I wanted to... Oh, actually, we got to acknowledge the Scruffcast's birthday. Second birthday passed.
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years. I
Happy
believe,
birthday to us.
Woo! So I believe it was December 21st, 2017. The first episodes of the Scruffcast went live.
Not the first time the episodes were recorded.
No. Listeners may remember episode 20. We went back in time. Woo, 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 woo.
So
We
it's the
actually
first
played-
episode in the car, then technically, right? Or
No. The first car
Yeah.
episode was the one we used is episode 20.
Oh.
We went back in
Yeah,
time.
that's technically the first episode. Episode 0.
Episode
Okay.
0.
A prequel to
That was
the-
recorded sometime in September.
Or
Right.
October or something like that. Yeah.
October, something like that. And then we actually recorded, starting from like our first studio that we had. Probably, well, you know what? It was earlier in the year because our second episode had to do with Halloween. So we must have recorded before then. But,
Yeah.
we wanted to get a couple episodes together, post them all at once. So I think it was December 21st. The date might be slightly off. Maybe it was like 19th or 20th, something like that. Anyways, 2017, we made it 2 years. We did take a 4-month break, but
Whatever.
we're still here.
The calendar years, yeah. We're
Yeah. So, just a little patting ourselves on the back. Oh,
You know,
way to go,
'cause technically we'd be at episode.
You know, it's kind of crazy. 80
104.
episodes on your 2-year anniversary. Wow.
But it's not bad.
Yeah.
A few
80.
breaks, obviously, in
A
between
few-
there.
yeah, a few
I think
breaks.
we'd be at 104 if we actually stuck through
Yeah,
it.
if we stuck to it. But hey, we didn't miss a whole episode this holiday season. Dude, you're sitting there listening on Christmas.
As much as I
That's
wanted to,
dedication.
trust
Yeah.
me, but like last week's.
I had to power through and convince Jane to do the episode.
Yeah, John motivated us, and we got through it. It wasn't one of our finest works, but
Yeah.
we're here today to make up for
But,
it.
we don't hide it. I called the Christmas dud with the poo emoji right in the title.
I was
got the
roasting
full
you guys because, like, it's something I look forward to every week. It's like, because I work and, it's an hour that you guys kill for me. That's perfect.
And we
38 minutes, and it's just like, I thought, like, I was going to hear, the wrestling meme where they're like, oh, it's John Cena. I thought I was going to be like, it's Kayla coming through.
absolutely not.
Well, I did say last week if you needed more Christmas Scruffcast content, on episode 47, we laid out the rules for Christmas.
Yeah.
So you could have went back and listened.
Sure.
That's true
You
too.
can go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Still get the Christmas feels.
All right. Let's see. What's next on the list here? Well, I have an update about something and also more patting on my back. A couple weeks ago, I said, all right, you know what? I was talking to Taryn. I said, you know what? Going to buy some toys. Going to donate to the toy drive this year. And you were
Good
like,
on you,
"Yeah,
man."
okay. And I was like, oh, yeah, look at me. I'm the greatest. I haven't done anything yet. Well, me and Taryn, we ended up going out. We bought the toys. donated them to the kids.
She did it.
Yes, and some non-perishable
Is
food
there-
items.
Pat yourself on the back, John.
Pat, thank you.
What charity was it? In case your listeners want to donate themselves.
Oh, good thinking.
Oh, good thinking. It was CTV's Toy Mountain. I believe that was a toy drive.
Nice.
So they have drop-offs at a lot of malls and stuff like that.
Huh.
Any of the city civic centers. I think that by the time this airs, like they only collect for Christmas. But the food donation was to the Daily Bread Food Bank, which they collect all year.
Right.
But obviously, donations probably spike.
And people who still want to donate toys after Christmas. Fire departments everywhere still take them. So,
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
yeah.
I saw a video online actually the other day. It was like a police station, and I guess they had like a little toy drive thing in there. So they have a service dog in there for for people, or whatever. So it's like a little golden retriever, and it ended up like stealing one of the toys from like the charity box and like wouldn't let go of it. So it was like a little doll toy, right? So it was almost like it was like in a little bassinet kind of thing that had like a handle that came over top.
Yeah.
So the dog was like had that in his mouth, was like running away from all of them and stuff like that. It was so funny. I was watching the video. They were like all dying laughing. It was like hoarding a bunch of toys under somebody's desk. And then like the cops were just like, "Hey, she won't be charged, but she's been banned from the toy bin." It's pretty funny.
Anyways, yeah, just a little bit of pat on my back there.
Right. Now, today is what holiday is it today, John?
So, the episode is airing on Christmas, but we are recording Monday, December 23rd, which is Festivus. For the uninitiated listeners, Festivus is a holiday that spawns from an episode of Seinfeld. The final season 9, I believe, episode 10, maybe episode 11, called The Strike. Okay? And it's a fictional holiday that has spawned into, sort of a larger, sort of more real-world following.
Yeah.
And it's actually based off of one of the writers of Seinfeld. Their childhood growing up, their dad invented this holiday. A Festivus for the rest of us. The basic concept of it is it rejects the commercialism of Christmas. Right? So rather than the tree, you have a standard aluminum pole. No tinsel. No tinsel at all. That's one of the rules. You have, now, one of the big things here is the airing of grievances. Where you sit down, you talk about, people pissed you off over the last 12 months. Now they're going to hear about it. You air your grievances with them.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good
And then
podcast.
and then
wasn't prepared for this.
and then there's the feats of strength, which we will omit from the podcast.
Damn
but
it.
basically, on the episode, George's father has to wrestle him and pin him.
right.
And Festivus is not over until the feats of strength are done. And I actually shout out to Taryn's mom. She got me Festivus, the board game, for Christmas. Or maybe for Festivus. I got to open it early today because it is Festivus.
Makes sense, yeah.
Now it's Festivus all year, baby.
Nice. Have you watched Seinfeld at all?
I
yet?
have not. I've
Yeah,
only seen a
okay.
couple of episodes here and there.
Me
but I was
too.
never,
So I didn't know
follower.
what Festivus was either.
No.
I
No
can
idea.
play the episode for you guys after the podcast.
Yeah.
If you'd like
As
to.
long as it's in 4K. That's the only way we view things here now.
Well, I'll play it on my
Fancy.
4K TV. But I don't know if
It may not be 4K.
Anyway, so with that, do you guys have grievances to air?
Yeah, you know what? I'll get us started. It doesn't have to be holiday related, right?
Oh, no. This is
Okay.
just general grievances.
Man,
Isn't that a guy from Star Wars? No, it's
General-
General Grievous.
General grievances.
Dude, if I was in charge of Disney, I'd put that little Festivus theme spin. It's only a matter of time before they own Seinfeld.
That's true.
Yeah, they might already own them though. If Fox owns Seinfeld.
I don't know. Seinfeld's on Crave here in Canada.
Oh,
It's coming to Netflix eventually, though.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Next year or 2021.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a while away, yeah. Okay, anyway, Ian, go ahead.
The fact that it's 2019 and people still don't know how to use public bathrooms is kind of disturbing, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you go into, say, a mall like the eating center, for example, and like the stalls are still disgusting. People sometimes don't even wash their hands. Like
Yeah.
little things like that. You think that, and we're about to hit 2020, that people would start smartening up.
You know
Okay.
what? You know what?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
What irks me a little is the people who do the I'm just gonna put my hands under the water for a second or two, like washing the hands. You're not washing the hands at all.
Oh, I'm kind of that guy sometimes. Not when I use a public bathroom, because public bathrooms are gross.
No, if you're at home,
I'll wash up.
You don't think I've rubbed my butt over everything in this place?
Well, I sure hope not. but
But
not
I
this
could.
mic anyway, at least.
No.
You know what, though? That's an excellent point, because place I work, we have like a customer bathroom. It's outside. So we have like a bathroom that's inside too, but it's literally just like a powder room. Like it's just one bathroom, and it's right next to like where a bunch of people work. So like, you gotta take a poop. It's like, it's a weird place to go to. You know what I mean? So a lot of us use the outside bathroom
Right.
for that, right? like the customer bathroom. So you go out there. I swear to God, sometimes there's literally shit on the wall, like on the wall, like on the toilet seat, and then up against the wall. I don't know how it happens. Like, there's a lot of old people that shop there. Okay, I'll give it that. But like, what do they just pull their pants down and just like launch it against the wall? I don't know how it's possible
Old people don't
unless you
have that-
pick it up and throw it there. Like,
Old people don't have that projectile force.
that's the thing
right?
too. It just
If
drip
anything-
out, right?
Yeah, if anything, they're failing before they get there. This is a Christmas episode, by the way.
yeah, right.
But
I just
For the
don't get it.
listeners.
Like, do they look like when they're about to leave? Do they look back on it and be like, "Nice," and then leave? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
do you-
know.
now
What
those
do you
type of
do?
people, they just turn and they just leave and they're not even thinking.
Yeah, probably.
We call
not.
them boomers.
Okay, boomer.
Still not really sure what that meme is, what that's all about, but
You're exposing yourself as a boomer right now.
oh no.
Do you have any? Because we kind of just riffed off Ian's grievance.
Oh, trust me, I'm sure I have plenty of grievances. I just can't think of any right now.
I mean, we don't have to air the grievances. I just told Ian, we're recording on Festivus.
That's what it's all about.
Prepare a grievance or two.
Oh, we'll get back to the grievances once we get out of the Christmas spirit.
Oh yeah, I figured.
I'm pretty like the Scruffcast is essentially just Festivus at all times.
We're
always
very-
airing our
You
grievances.
guys,
We've had
pretty much air your grievances like every podcast episode.
This is the thing. Anytime we got a problem with something, we air it.
Like the Pharrell one is the one that's most fresh in my mind.
The Pharrell one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
was so
yeah.
stupid, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Look at
that's
me
the-
crying. Look how sensitive I am. I'm so feminine, dude. Shut up, okay? Why
There you go.
are you faking it for, man?
If you want to be a real man, you listen to the Scruffcast.
Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah.
What about you, John?
Well, I've long talked about my grievance of the people who walk too slowly and stop in the middle. Just
Yeah.
no spatial awareness. I cannot stand that. Well, Dan, actually, when we were on the way here, you had a grievance about the Sunday drivers.
Oh my God! So every Sunday we go to my parents' house. So they, I live in Brandon. They live in Etobicoke. So we gotta take the highway, obviously, to get there. Jesus Christ! The Sunday drivers are like the worst people on the planet. They're all going like 90 on the highway with like 5-mile gaps in front of them. They do the stupidest things too. They're so dumb. Like, that's really it. I
I
just
think
like,
they have all that space, and it's like, no, dude, you either move faster
Dude,
or
use
stay
it.
in your lane, and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just But like this is a grievance I think most people have. And what's funny is all the Sunday drivers probably also have this, and they don't think of themselves as the Sunday drivers. So maybe I'm a part of that. There's somebody looking
Well,
at me saying like, "Look at this idiot."
The old thing is, I think it's George Carlin maybe said it. It's like everyone you're driving, everyone faster than you is a maniac, and then everyone slower than you is a dumbass or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're always at the perfect speed.
You're the perfect driver. That's the way everybody.
I'm having a tough time of actually coming up with grievances because most of the grievances, I think, like, you air the grievances to the people, right? Like, hey, you pissed me off because of this.
Yeah,
I don't have any grievances with you guys. You guys are great.
we are, aren't we?
yeah. When it comes to people, though, in general, in this year, it's kind of shown like the lack of patience to like either research something further or like actually like dig into something. They react way too fast.
I got the grievance.
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh wow!
Go for
Okay, you sparked something there. Ian.
This applies
apparently.
to numerous people I know, and I'm sure you guys can relate. The people who ask you questions, usually tech related or something, not always though,
I
Well,
feel like I'm under fire here.
where you just have to Google and it's the first result.
Oh man.
Okay, give us
It's
an
like, what
example.
about this? Okay, it's like, oh no, like how come I can't edit this PDF? Or how do I make this picture bigger? Or can I make this picture smaller or something?
Yeah.
And dude, especially it's like, okay, I know some people who have MacBooks, all right? I don't own a MacBook. And it's like, how come I can't do this? So I Google how to do this on Mac OS. I sometimes get a little passive aggressive. Copy the article,
Just
paste.
send it.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't even own a Mac. And it's almost like, and this is a very like, I guess cliche thing, but it's like, anything about technology and it's just expected that you know everything.
Yeah.
Dude, if my mom's internet goes out at her house, she texts me, how come Cogeco's down? I don't know, Mom. I don't work for Cogeco. like stuff like that.
You know what? Though? I can't really get behind you on this one because I'm also that person asking you questions a lot of the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I remember I used to when we were in grade 8. I used to I bought a NES off of Alex.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
I
something
bought-
I haven't heard of.
I know. Yeah, Probably for the best. I bought an NES off him, and there's old systems sometimes didn't work. I could never get this damn thing to work. So I called John over, and be like, "Hey man, you want to hang out?" Be like, "Yeah, sure." So he'd come over, I'd be like, "Hey man, can you get my NES going?" And one shot, boop boop boop, and you get it working every time.
Sometimes I got the magic touch. Like my uncle called me the other day, Uncle Bill, and he's like, "Hey," he actually left me a voicemail. "Oh hey, my email stopped working, yada yada, blah blah blah." So I call him back. We're talking for 45 minutes. Oh, anyways, the reason I called was because of the email.
Right.
And he's one of those long talkers on the phone. I'm sure my mom listening will appreciate this. He talks to you on the phone, and now granted, I talk back. I had nothing going on this particular day. But it's hard to shake him off the phone.
Yeah.
And 3 years from now, he's going to listen to this episode, and he's going to be like, I'm a little offended. I'm hard to talk on the phone. Well, I won't call you anymore. Like, he's going to actually be upset. So I'm apologizing ahead of time, but in the future, right? So that's a little grievance of mine.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very good with technology, so. But you know what though? The thing is, you have a techie type job. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's kind of like the guy who owns a pickup truck. Everybody always asks you to help them move because you have the pickup truck, right?
Yeah.
You're the guy that does the tech stuff, so everybody comes to you for their tech problems. You're the guy who knows stuff about tech,
I guess.
right? You own the pickup truck, man.
Sure.
You got to deal with it. You decided to buy it.
Yeah, but the pickup truck's in my brain.
Yeah.
It ain't easy being
Pickup
so
truck's also
awesome.
when you Google, right? It's like
Yeah, I know. Everybody has that pickup
I get
truck
what you're
now.
saying though. It's like saying that since you have a car, people are asking you for rides when Uber exists, right? Like,
Yes.
Well, it's
same
not only
idea,
like that,
yeah.
right? Because it's like, sure, Uber, you got to pay, right?
right, sure.
But the thing is,
Job services are free, thankfully.
I have no problem if it's like, I can't figure this out, yada, yada. Okay, I'll try and help you. But try first.
Okay,
Right.
that's true. I always try
That's
to
the
Google
thing that
it.
aggravates me. If it's just like, why won't they? I don't know. And it's like, oh, let me Google and find out the answer.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, okay, I'm the tech guy, but, like, I don't know everything. It might seem like it because I Google before I answer the
That's
question.
true. I usually Google things.
Right.
But I swear to God, tech people can just find things, like, on Google easier. Like, even, I swear to God, this is what happens. Like, I try to, like, download something on the computer, and, like, nothing works for me. Nothing ever works for me. And then, like, John will do it, and it instantly works for him. Like, well, I did that same thing. Why didn't that work for me? Like, the other day, I was trying to put my photos from my phone onto my computer.
Yeah.
It just error. What do you mean error? Okay, let me turn the program off, turn it back on. Error. I'm like, okay, well, like what? Okay, let me restart the computer and turn it back on. So after Windows updates for 3 hours, it finally kicks back on. Error. I'm just like if John were doing this, it wouldn't have happened to him. It would have just worked. You know what I mean? Like the people who aren't good with the tech, they get like somehow like the world just goes against them and just like screws them even more.
I can see how it could be a frustrating world for you normies out there.
Yeah, it is.
Get on my level, boomers.
All right. So that's Festivus.
That's
nice because I didn't really know what Festivus was all about. So
that's enough negativity here.
Yeah.
Well, one time we'll have to play the board game. But
Yeah.
after that podcast recording, I will show you guys the episode. Listeners
please
out there, also follow along. Watch Festivus yourself. Write in with your grievance. You guys got grievances to air? Write them in, baby. Because next week, we are going to, or as we approach the new year, I'm thinking of, doing a sort of a resolution-themed episode. We'll do like a wrap-up of the previous year. Like, what did, what stood out for us the previous year, personally, and maybe just whatever the hell's going on outside the studio.
yeah.
Right.
And then, like, what's coming up the next year. But that's a little sneak peek for you guys, so worry about that later.
I like it.
All right. Now, rolling back into Christmas, have you guys been watching any Christmas movies? Now, I know, Dan, you've told me about some that you've been watching over the past couple episodes. Ian, you haven't written in. I'm assuming you were saving your Christmas news for the Christmas episode.
Not really. I've been watching a lot of Christmas-themed episodes of like The Simpsons and
Dude,
South
I
Park.
appreciate that take.
That counts.
I actually like that.
Counts. You know what's funny that you mentioned that is I can't stand watching Christmas episodes if it's not Christmas.
I agree.
If it's Christmas, I'm on board. But if
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm watching like a season of a show and it's a Christmas episode, I'll usually skip it. If it's something I've seen already, right? I'll skip it because I'm like, no, it's not. It's not the season. Like, get it out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to get that little excitement for Christmas when it's like March.
I kind of like that, especially because a movie, you got to sit down. It's a commitment, right?
Yeah.
You can watch a little episode. So, what shows have you been watching the episodes of?
Mostly just like I said, The Simpsons, South Park. Simpsons have a lot, man. It's actually crazy, and much music has been running like the episodes in order.
Oh,
so
nice.
From the
That's
oldest
good.
season to newest. So it's just bare Christmas episodes of The Simpsons, and I'm surprised through 30 seasons they still somehow get a new Christmas
New
plot.
plot line every year.
One of the very first episodes of The Simpsons was Christmas.
Yeah, the very first one.
Was
Actually,
the very first one.
Yeah,
Actually, I had a
Santa's
book of that episode.
Oh, like the actual book?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
And it was pretty
Could be
much
a
just the
collector
episode in
item,
book
wouldn't
form. Oh yeah, that book's probably in the landfill somewhere.
Oh.
It's long gone. It's long gone.
I also wanted to
I like
watch
that.
the How I Met Your Mother Christmas episode when Lily moves out because Ted calls her a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas episode?
It is a Christmas
I don't
episode.
remember.
'Cause
Yeah.
She takes all the because Marshall's all excited.
Oh yeah.
And he's
okay.
like ready to come home, and he comes home and like the Christmas decorations are all
Yeah,
gone.
'cause Ted called her
He's
a
like,
bitch.
"What the hell, Ted?"
Oh man, I love that
And
show.
then Ted would go, "She's being a Grinch."
Yeah, because he wouldn't say bitch, right?
Dude, I love when
He's talking to his
shows
kids in the show, right? So
Right.
I love when
they called her
TV
a Grinch.
do that, where they kind of put the spin, like in that episode as well. Whenever they were in college, they would eat submarine sandwiches.
Oh,
yeah, they
so the smoking
sandwiches. Yeah.
I always love when they do that.
So Marshall was eating a sandwich.
He's holding this ginormous, like,
Yeah, he's like. All right, yeah, I watched Noel on Disney Plus.
As did I. I actually tweeted out that I got
Oh,
the
so you
official.
both got Disney Plus, eh?
I tweeted out
We
that
do. I steal it from my sister and her boyfriend.
Nice.
my sister's not as nice, so we had to all split it 4 ways.
Oh.
Isn't there a family plan or something? Or
Yeah, there is, but you made us all pay instead of just not like my mom, who just lets us all bum off our Netflix.
Yeah. Don't worry, my parents bum off my Netflix. But in fairness, I bum off them for a lot more things.
Yeah, my mom's like,
For 27 years of my life, I literally just bummed off them. So
my mom's like, do you guys have Spotify? I'm like, yeah. Get Family Plan, then we can all get. I'm like, no.
you're not getting my Spotify.
You're not bumming off the Netflix because you know what's going to happen? They're going to go and they're going to go on my account and it's going to mess up all the recommendations because Spotify
Actually,
is
no,
like
it's
meticulously
individual.
crafted. Yeah, I know, but I don't
It
trust
is
them
good,
to pick
yeah.
their own. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
We all know the story. I told on here about when Taryn turned my Netflix to Japanese and then accidentally deleted my profile.
That's still so
salty.
funny.
I'm still salty about it every time. Yesterday
My
I
mom
go
did
on
the
Netflix.
same thing with Indian movies and like so like I hopped on one time. I was trying to find like the
All these Bollywood films.
yeah
Suggested,
Bollywood
yeah.
like the
That's for you, Ian.
occasional like typical like stereotypical black comedy.
Dude, and then it really just spikes the recommendations. I go on there. Oh, I'm on season 3, episode 10 of Workin' Moms. It's like, Taryn, you have your own profile. Oh, I accidentally clicked yours one time.
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's like me and Anna, like we have Spotify, right? So we both use it, and so it's like you get a lot of weird stuff. It's like most listened to, like recently, or like recently listened to. It's like Soca and Dance Hall. I'm like, pretty sure I didn't listen to this, but. What's funny though is like you can like I don't know if you've ever done it. Like I don't know if Taryn uses your Spotify or not.
Yeah.
But like if somebody's listening to it, you can change the music on them.
Yeah.
From your device, it's hilarious. So
Yeah,
I'll, like
really?
if Anna's driving, I'll like change the music on her and stuff like that. Like keep
funny.
changing it and like put on weird things. Yeah.
Did
Dude,
you
you
guys
can
do
put on
the
the Scruffcast.
Spotify wrapped like the wrapped up thing where it goes
I did.
through your most listened to?
I did. Yeah. I
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
What was your number one?
Oh, I don't remember now.
Actually, my number one artist of the whole decade, which I found a little hard to
Can you still find it? Is it
Yeah,
still up
it's
there?
still
Yeah, I
on
think
there.
you're like 2019 rap.com or something. Mm-hmm. My number one artist of the decade
Can't find
was,
it on the app.
was like
you
I think
can
you can.
check.
It was like what's his name, Ramin Djawadi or something. The guy, the Game of Thrones producer, anyway. Because
Right.
I used to listen to the soundtracks while I was reading the book.
Oh, so
I
you
must
got
have
the
listened to a
vibe
shit
going.
ton of
Eh?
that. Yeah, I love it, dude. So I used to listen to a shit ton of that while I was reading the book, and then I guess I listened to enough of that this year. Mm-hmm. That spiked up.
I swear to God, look at that. Recently played Soca and Dance Hall. I'm not even lying. That's
That is
not a
true.
joke. Yeah.
That is
Like
true.
your top songs is the next playlist.
Yeah, puts a playlist.
Yeah,
here.
but like, how do I find that like that
Oh, the
chart?
list?
Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
on the fly, technical.
I'm
See,
curious.
dude, this is what it's like, right?
It's
Oh,
probably
I can't
pretty
find
lame.
it. He's helping you on the fly. He's a fellow tech guy.
Thank you, Ian.
No problem.
So yeah, John, what movies do you watch while Ian's doing
So
this?
I also
Yeah.
watched Noel. I tweeted it out the other day that I got the Scruffcast official seal of approval from John. I'm going to try to be more active.
You know
on
what's
Twitter.
kind of weird? As soon as you said that, I started seeing ads for it, like online and on TV.
You know, the world's creepy.
I don't
like
want to
that.
tell you, but we've been partnering with Disney. They're looking to acquire the Scruffcast. But I can't say anymore.
Dude, can
I
you
love
imagine
that.
the
I love
money
that,
you guys
dude.
would get?
Whatever
Oh my
cash
God,
they give
Dude,
us.
you guys know how much I love Disney. I'd be all over
Dude,
it.
I just love that.
I love Disney like John loves Christmas.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
That's powerful.
Sorry, yeah, go on.
Anyways, Dan hadn't watched it at the time. Otherwise, I would have got the official seal of approval from both of us. We're going to try to do that more often.
Oh, Jesus
Well, blast it
Christ.
out,
Hold on.
blast
I
it.
gotta go.
We just got a copyright strike. Great, now we're getting
Jesus.
taken down.
What was that about? I didn't think the music was going to play there.
Oh yeah, so they play the music in the background as you keep swiping
I
through
can
it.
see that now.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
I warned you.
Sean,
continue.
maybe we'll put the link somewhere out there for listeners to also
My
find
top
it.
artist was Dan and Shay, who was also one of my top favorite artists.
Oh, very
Country?
accurate.
Yes, sorta.
All right,
Like-
poppy country.
Yeah, but I'd say they're more pop. Like, they were in the country genre, but their music's never sounded country-ish. Like,
Right.
it doesn't have... I mean, it's just like, it's easy listening. Like, I like it.
Okay.
The older I get, you know?
Easy listening. Yeah, that's like a genre. In
My number one was pop,
Oh, genre.
and then
Nice.
contemporary country, and then pop rap, and then Latin and dancehall.
I wonder where that came from.
Yeah, Anna's really big on Latin music, too. The Scruffcast was my top podcast, though. How
Yeah,
about that?
same.
Me too. I actually don't use Spotify for podcasts, but if you listeners out there do, you can find us on Spotify.
Yes, and where else, John?
You'll find us on YouTube. You just got to search the Scruffcast because you can't. We don't have that like specific custom link because you guys aren't subscribing to us, and you got to smash that bell so you guys can find the notifications. We usually go at 6 a.m. every Wednesday.
You sound like a YouTube person. You say, "Smash
Yeah,
that bell."
Yeah, Apple Podcasts as well.
Apple
for those
Podcasts,
Apple
Google,
users.
anywhere you listen to podcasts. You
Yeah,
plug an
pretty
antenna
much.
into a potato, you're going to pick up their airwaves. Okay?
I like
We're
that.
there. But anyways, I was saying before that I tweeted out the Scruffcast official seal of approval from me for Noel, and Dan since watched it, and I'm assuming he will also agree, give it the official seal
Yeah,
of
you said
approval.
you liked it.
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
Disney Plus original. Dude, I liked it. It gave me some elf vibes, right? It has to do with, like, person coming
Yeah,
from the Christmas world, right, into the real world, and they sort of got to grasp with that. It's good. I give it a recommendation. It is only on Disney Plus, actually, because it's Disney
And
Plus
what's his
original.
name's in it? Was that Bill Hader?
and Anna
he's in
Kendrick.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that was speaking of which. I think he's in another Christmas movie that was actually hilarious. Office Party.
Oh yeah, is that
Movie
good?
is-
I've never
yeah,
seen that.
movie's
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
Office Party. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it
It's
came
about
out like a couple
Christmas
years ago. Jason Bateman and,
Yeah, and,
what's her face? Jennifer Aniston, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I've never
I
seen
gotta
it, but
give this a
yeah,
watch.
I've heard of it.
For anybody that works in an office that wants a party like that, man, highly recommend.
Yeah, I watched. So I watched Noel. I watched with Taryn last night. I watched Christmas Prince, A Royal Baby, which is the third movie in the Christmas Prince series of Netflix original Christmas movies. It was alright. It was the weakest of the three Christmas Prince movies. I won't go.
You've watched them all.
I don't know.
Dude, there's only three, and I've watched them each year. Taryn wanted to go to bed. I'm like, no, we gotta watch it.
We gotta watch.
We gotta watch that. I watched Die Hard, which there's a lot of debate on whether or not it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen Die Hard.
I had never seen it until just the other day, and you know what? I liked it. It holds up. Is it a Christmas movie? It takes place on Christmas Eve. Christmas isn't the focus, but my thought was
Just the timing around.
yeah. My thought was, you know what? I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies this year, especially compared to previous years, because I use it as an excuse, like while I wrap presents, I use an excuse like, I'll watch it. Put on a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
wrap some presents.
Yeah.
And I liked it because it was a change of pace from all the super Christmas movies I've been watching.
Because
A
they
little
all
bit
start to
action
follow
there.
like the same plot, like when you boil it down to it, right?
Yeah, but dude, it's just all about the magic of Christmas.
Yeah.
No,
true.
no movie ends and it's like, oh no, and then Santa died, and nobody got their presents at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess not.
So I did that,
Always a happy ending.
and I went to Castle Oma for the Nutcracker Christmas that they have.
Nice.
Oh, last year as well. Just feeling in the Christmas magic. The
Castle
magic
Loma, man. That place is underrated. Like I went for Halloween. I know it's not the same holiday, but it's
Taryn's
still cool
Karen's
experience.
been for the Halloween thing, and I say, no, too spooky for me.
Such a bitch.
I know.
It's not a bitch. It's called being pure of heart.
Pure of heart.
Yes. And
I invited him to go see Ed, and he was like, "No, man."
Yeah.
I said, no, thanks.
No
bruh.
way.
No, bruh. I don't do the spooky stuff. Thanks, though.
Yeah,
Don't
no
do the
worries.
spooky stuff.
Dude, it's just the facts. All right. So, Dan, what else you watched? You watched Noel?
Yeah, I watched a bit of The Grinch, the Jim Carrey one,
Yep.
Nice.
and that was really it.
I've been saving my number one Christmas movie, which is Jingle All the Way.
Right.
I'm either going to watch it
Yeah, I
tomorrow,
have yet to watch it this year, actually.
or I'm going to watch it on Christmas itself.
Nice.
I like to save my number one. You went right away. You went for Home Alone 2. Watch that right out of the gate.
I did, yeah. Oh, I watched a bit of Miracle on 34th Street, too. The other day.
I've only watched that once as a kid long ago.
Great movie.
Yeah,
It was a really good one.
Now, what about you guys? You guys done all your Christmas shopping?
Yeah, I finished on Sunday.
Yep. Yeah, all done.
So yesterday?
Yeah, today's Monday.
Yeah,
isn't it?
today's Monday.
Wow.
Damn, the days are blending by.
That one was really easy though, because my last one was my mom, and like she the type of person, like when you ask her, she'll just tell you straight up exactly what she wants.
Oh, that's nice.
Those are the people that are good to buy for.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll come up with the list soon. And then I just get random stuff. And I'm like, wow, you did a great job picking stuff. I get yeah, I finished this week. I think Thursday. Thursday or Friday. Thursday. I went and I finished everything. Then I watched Die Hard on Saturday night. I finished wrapping everything.
Right.
Everything, boom, good to go. Packed under the tree. Except one gift I ordered online, which hasn't come in yet.
Actually, that brings up a question I was going to ask you guys. Like, how big of a... Because I think this is the first Christmas where I actually use Amazon consistently.
Yeah. Right.
How big of it was it... Did it play to, like, your gift shopping?
You know what? This was probably the first year that I used it a lot as well. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. But I ordered maybe 5 or 6 different things ordered from there, which is like definitely more than I ever have before, right? You just gotta get on it early, though, right?
Yeah,
like, that's
exactly.
the thing. Yeah, you can't be like delayed with it.
When you get closer to it, that prime like 2-day shipping stretches out to like 4 or 5 days.
Which makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely get busy.
I was lucky enough to get 1-day shipping too.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the items. I had my aunt message me.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or maybe Saturday night? And she's like, "Oh, can you see if you can order this and get it by Christmas?" And I'm like, "Oh, we'll come in Christmas Eve. You're lucky." But like something was the day before. She's like, "Oh, will this come in?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's not going to come in until January." Damn.
Yeah, there's certain things, right?
So I probably ordered like 7 or 8 things off Amazon.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me.
But I ordered a number of other items just online.
They're all okay.
Like not from Amazon.
Right.
One of them, which I'm still waiting for, which I can't say what it is because the listener, the gift is for one of them.
Ah. Well,
Could it be
that,
you,
listener?
lucky listener? Write into scruffcast@gmail.com and maybe I'll pick your email at random. Do you know how they do like the radio shows?
Yeah.
The 10th email wins a free cookie or something. I don't know. Chris, fire up the ovens.
No, nobody's getting our cookies.
No. You got them all wrapped already? All the presents ready to go?
Honestly, I gave them out already. Everything.
Damn, jumping ahead of Christmas.
Yeah,
I like it.
And like with my mom, I just went to the mall and bought it, and she got it, and there's no need to like wrap or unwrap or anything.
No fuss.
Yeah.
I was at Terrence earlier today, and I got the Festivus board game, right? But I didn't know it yet. And Terrence was like, "Oh, I gotta give you a gift, but you gotta, you gotta open it today." And Terrence like, "Oh, is it wrapped?" She's like, "Oh no." So Terrence quickly went and wrapped the gift just laid down.
Yeah, I think I'll be doing that tomorrow. So Anna did most of our shopping, and so she actually bought most of her own gifts too. But I bought a few things for her.
So she's gonna wrap her own gifts and like.
Oh yeah, man, she wrapped them. Okay, so this is the thing. So we do Secret Santa, right, on both sides of the family,
right?
And I got her on her side of the family.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was
Works
like,
out.
all right. And so I was kind of like, what do you want? What do you want? I kept asking her, what do you want? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna kind of do this, and maybe this, maybe this. So she kind of just went out and bought her own stuff, right? And then there's a few things that I got for her. A couple things I don't think she knows about, and one thing I think she does, but. So I did that, got those things for her. So I got to wrap those tomorrow.
Nice.
And then we'll probably give each other the gifts tomorrow because we'll be out kind of.
Yeah.
A couple days after that, right between like Christmas Eve in the evening, Christmas Day, and then back Boxing Day, right? So probably open those tomorrow.
4 out of the 7 gifts were Secret Santas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Secret Santa. It's good.
It's fun.
Yeah, if you have a big family, it definitely helps. This
Makes
is probably
things a
the
lot
biggest
easier.
Christmas in terms of like amount of gifts I've bought.
Yeah.
Right, for the ever expanding number of people.
Speaking of Christmas gifts.
Yes, I had something I was going to say that I cannot remember when you're talking about buying the gifts for yourself. Or for Anna, buying it for herself.
Have you guys ever bought gifts for yourself?
Dude, I've kind of bought gifts for myself a little bit every year for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So, I think maybe I skipped last year. I don't quite remember. Well, last year I moved, so I bought a bunch of furniture. So that's a gift for myself, I guess.
There's your gift.
Yeah. So, was it 2 or 3 years ago? I bought a TV. Right, I upgraded from the little Samsung 32-inch TV that I had for a long time. And then I also got, because it was also my first year, like, really working out of college. I was still living at home.
Right.
Had no bills or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Buy a TV.
Yeah.
And also got myself a nice Corsair, that's the brand, mechanical keyboard that, like, lights up, which I'll show you guys after this. Lights up all keyboard Christmas colors.
Yeah.
It all going. That was pretty pricey because I spent it was like $60 extra to get the one where you could put each key's its own color.
Right.
But I'm like, well, that's a Christmas gift. I mean, if I was going into work, I'd be spending the money on taking the train. So
That's true.
So about that.
I kind of did that this year. I bought myself a phone.
That is true.
So I kind of did that this year.
Yeah.
You gotta treat yourself sometimes.
Treat show sale. Yeah,
That's
that's right.
nice, you know.
Yeah, I think the TV and the keyboard might have been the same year. I'm not sure. But then this year, I really went all out on treating myself, and I got myself a nice new Sony 4K TV.
Yeah,
He did,
see
yeah.
it,
And a
that's
TV stand with an electric fireplace built in.
Now, let's wrap this up so we can go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that'll do. No, unlike last week, this week, speaking of gifts, as Jane tried to segue before, and I interrupted, we're doing a top 5, which we didn't do last week. No top 5 at all. This week it's top 5 Christmas gifts you've ever been given.
I am excited.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is a
I
nice.
was a
There's a lot of pause there, but
I was a
God,
little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one.
Memory lane, right? Yeah.
All right, Ian, since you are the guest, why don't you kick us off with your number 5?
So I was just talking to John about this recently, but this year actually is my number 5. So at work, they announced at our town hall that you get to choose between 3 gifts. So they're gifting everybody in the company, and there's about like 1,000 people at the company.
Oh my God.
So you get to choose between either a massage jacket, which is I think retails for like $500 or something.
Oh my God, okay.
Plus some bag that comes with it, and that bag retails for another $300. So, or a Apple AirPods Pro. So not even like the regular AirPods, but like the Pro model of that. And then the other choice was a smart ring, so like a ring that you wear, but it syncs with your smartphone.
I didn't even know those existed.
So they've always said that they're a people first company, and they're showing that at least. And I've never seen that in a company before. Like the most I ever got in before that was like a Starbucks gift card. So like,
yeah,
not to sound spoiled or anything, but like
that's crazy though. Yeah. So what did you choose?
Chose the Apple AirPods Pro, but I think I'm just gonna flip those though. Put them on Kijiji as soon as I.
Right. Speaking of Starbucks gift cards, actually, a little bit of a segue here.
Yeah,
I'm patting myself on the back. Loving it. It's Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
At our office Christmas party, we had the game where you got to guess how many things are in a jar.
Yeah.
And it was marshmallows. And I won. I got myself a Starbucks gift card.
Nice.
I was gunning for that Tim Hortons gift card, but I was wrong.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyways, shout out to me being amazing.
All right. Why don't you give us your number 5?
Number 5. Ooh, we're going counterclockwise. There was someone we hired at work for a little bit, not that long ago. They're not there anymore, but they refer to it as anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise?
They're stupid. Yeah.
Sounds like it reminds me of antifreeze for some reason.
Yeah. All right, I attempted to drink my coffee there, and I fucked it up by holding it the wrong way. So I'll take a sip afterwards.
Miserable.
Anti-coffee drinker.
My number 5. My problem is trying to remember the gifts I've been given over the years.
That's another thing I found difficult too, like going back.
Because you know what? I know that I'm going to remember.
It was tough.
Right? I know I'm going to remember. So my number 5 is a snowboard. Now, it wasn't like like we're going out to the slopes and snowboard.
Right.
Dan, I don't know if you'll remember this, but my house I had, it wasn't my house, but the house my parents had when I was a kid.
Cutters?
Yeah. Wow, way to dox me, bro.
Well, sorry.
I think everybody lived on that street at one point.
So it had a hill that went down into the backyard.
Yeah.
And this was just sort of like, a cheaper plastic snowboard. And I remember I was like, I want a snowboard for Christmas. And my parents actually got me one. And I remember I took off the things where your boots would actually clip in. Because the hill wasn't that big. I'm going to say probably the height of the hill was maybe 20 feet.
Yeah. It was a backyard.
It was a backyard, but it was a gentle slope. And we just try to stand on it and go down the hill. And I just remember that was a unique one because a lot of the other gifts that stood out in my mind were electronics or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just remember that, that gift was the pure heart of being a kid, having fun. Right. I remember sometimes we would try to go down that hill on old pizza boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
I remember the old party-sized pizza box. You just open it up, put a greasy pizza side down, try to fly down the hill.
Yeah, good times.
Good times. That's my number 5.
All right, my number 5 is the Nintendo Switch.
Oh shit! That was a Christmas gift, huh?
It was, yeah. So I got this gift a couple years ago now, 2-3 years ago, and I just loved it. I loved a lot of the games on it and stuff like that. Especially Super Mario Odyssey. I spent the next 2 days just playing.
Who's the MVP that got you that?
It was my parents. Yeah.
Now I remember that was actually the gift I bought myself last year was a Nintendo Switch.
That was before the days of Secret Santa. Those were the good old days. Yeah.
I'm still living in those good old days for now.
Yeah.
Another year or two.
Yeah. So Nintendo Switch, just a fantastic system. And I had a lot of fun playing it. I'm not a big gamer, as you guys know. So it's kind of nice for something to like bring me back into that like actually got me excited, because there hasn't really been anything to get me excited recently.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's it. Nintendo Switch.
Good choice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Number 4. I have to give this one to my mom, who pulled a prank on me on Christmas Day, where she gave me a gift that was wrapped, and I unwrapped it, and it ended up being like a box of Rice Krispies.
Oh yeah.
And I got pissed. I was like, "What the hell? Like, what is this?" And I didn't end up opening the box, right? So this box remained in my cupboard until one day I was home alone, and I was craving a snack. So I was like going through the cupboard to find some type of like sugary snack. And then finding the Rice Krispies, I'm like, sweet, like, I love Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
Open the box, and it's just a bunch of shredded newspaper and a game inside of it.
No,
So
damn.
on the plus side, I was like, yes, a game. And on the downside, I was like, I don't get any like sugary.
I kind of wanted those Rice Krispies though.
exactly.
So did she purposely not tell you to open it because you seemed a little kind of like, eh?
Yeah, and
Dude, that's
I
so
remember on
funny.
that day,
That's
my dad
good.
was just like hysterically laughing. I was like, I thought he was just laughing at the fact I got Rice Krispies, but I guess he knew the joke. So
That is
now
funny.
I was
And
piecing it together.
You're like, nah. And then
That
sure
is
enough,
funny.
do you
Yeah.
remember what game it was?
It was a
Okay.
Spider-Man game I wanted for Game Boy Advance. So,
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Game Boy Advance. That was a good system.
yeah. Old school.
Yeah. My family is a proponent of use a different box to put the things in. One year I did that for Taryn, and it was one of those boxes of like 80 little chocolate bars for Halloween.
Right.
Right, and this was a moment where like my heart was like, "Oh man, you're too nice." Because
Right.
she was like, "Oh, chocolates, thanks, dude." Box of chocolates like $8. Okay, she's like, "Oh, thanks." And I'm like, "No, open it up." And it was like something she asked for. I don't remember.
That's,
But she was like excited, just happy to get just the chocolates.
One year, my sister she got me like a gag box, like just like funny boxes they use, and so like it was. So I opened up the gift, and it's a beard. So it's like a fake beard that had like that could hold beer in it, right? And it had like a little straw. I was like, "This is awesome!" And she's like, "Oh yeah, open it up." And I opened it up, and it was a sweater. I was like, "Oh, I was kind of excited about the beard actually," but the sweater was really comfy, so I was happy about that.
My number 4 is the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh.
This is a gift that I wanted so bad as a kid.
Right.
When I was moving a year ago, I found my old journal, and I had a little flyer, part of the flyer ripped out from the Zeller's flyer in there. This is GameCube, my most wanted desire.
Shout out to
what it was.
Zellers, man.
And I remember getting up early that morning because I talked last week about my old family's old tradition of we'd get the gifts Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go to bed, right? It's like 3 a.m. or whatever. Setting the alarm, getting up at 6. And everyone knows I don't get up at 6, right?
No.
On Christmas, though, I am. Because when I get up, I remember I went down to the living room, hooked up the GameCube, sitting there playing Super Mario Sunshine. Now, I do have a Christmas story. A little bit of a tangent here, but it is related to the GameCube, and it is one of the reasons why I hate spoilers just in general now.
Okay.
On movies and TV shows and whatever, and especially for gifts. Like, my girlfriend Taryn is brutal because she'll be like, "Oh, you wrapped my gifts already? Which one? Oh, can I have one now? Oh, can I have a hint? How many gifts? What
Yeah,
color
yeah.
are they?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not telling you anything." So when I was at her house earlier today, right? She's like, "Did you see in my room one of your gifts is out?" And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't." She's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to ruin Christmas for myself."
Yeah.
Because when I was 11 years old, I ruined Christmas for myself.
Oh.
I'll take you guys on a journey.
Yeah.
So I was home alone, right? Maybe my sister was there. I don't know. And I was like, "Oh, almost Christmas, champ. Let me snoop around for the presents."
Of course, yeah.
So I snooped around for the presents. I found hidden under my parents' bed a Nintendo GameCube. Right? I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting the GameCube." And there was, Super Mario Sunshine I think came bundled with the GameCube. Madden 2002 or something like that. NHL Hits 2003.
that was a good game.
With Scott
Yeah.
Stevens from
Oh,
the
yeah.
Devils.
Yeah,
It was
great
Nuts
game.
people up in that game.
Yeah.
Those,
So I
those
remember-
fights.
That was fun.
I remember like 11-year-old me. I was like, "Oh yeah, so excited!" And when I took NHL Hits, opened it up, took the manual. I'm sitting there going for a poo, reading the manual. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be so awesome! I can't wait to play this." Right, put it back. Move the game back, slide it all, and I had to live with that knowledge, right? Of like, okay,
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm pretty sure I've told my mom the story, but when she's listening, going, "You son of a bitch! How could you do this?"
Yeah.
And then I had to live with that. So I remember we had Christmas at my uncle's that year. And, I was just sitting there waiting like, "Oh, where's the GameCube? Oh, where's the GameCube?" So sure enough, I opened the GameCube, and I don't know, anybody who knows me personally will know my reaction for opening gifts is so shitty, right? I'm always like, oh, thanks. But, like, I really appreciate the gift.
Right, yeah.
Right? Like, Taryn especially will attest to this, and so will my mom. So nothing was too, suspicious. The fact I wasn't like, the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah.
But then that just ruined it for me. But to be fair, I mean, it was already too old for the magic of Santa and Christmas.
Yeah.
And it said, to John from Santa. I noticed in my mom's handwriting. And we were on the way back from my uncle. She's like, I worked a lot of overtime for that. You better appreciate it. And I'm like, but it said Santa on it. Like, I had already known at that point.
Yeah.
Look at my mom. But then that ruined it for me. And ever since then, I hate spoilers on everything.
Yeah, because you'd rather just open it up, right? Like, boom. Oh, my God.
Like, especially for gifts, I don't want to get spoiled. I'm the total opposite of Taryn in that respect. And then, like, for TV shows and movies and stuff, I don't want to get spoiled. And I like to think it comes back from that moment.
Yeah, maybe.
So that was cathartic. I've been holding that in.
All right.
Your mom's probably going to listen to this and just like start cracking her knuckles. Get all pissed.
Yeah, I'm going to get a text about this one.
Okay, my number 4. Ready for this, John? You'll appreciate this.
Yep.
Street hockey goalie equipment and a helmet.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now, we played just ridiculous amounts of street hockey as kids.
Yeah.
Like, insane. And I remember, like, I think these gifts happen separately, but, like, I'll just bunch them all together, right? So I remember getting, like, hockey pads for Christmas, the whole pack. You get the goalie pads, the blocker, the glove, you know what I mean? Because, like, it was so important to get that goalie equipment so that at least somebody can play in that. And then I remember one year I got the helmet that was, like, it looked like an NHL helmet, like, with the eyes, like, the cat eyes and everything. Oh, it was the coolest thing, and I made my dad go outside with me, like, right away that day. Come on, we gotta play. So he put on the equipment, and, like, we played outside. It was awesome. Like, I just loved street hockey so much. It's like so
surprised that isn't higher, man.
I know. I got a few other good ones though. Don't worry.
On your street, that was like almost every day, man.
Yeah, I think it was every day. Yeah.
Some might say we grew up on the streets.
Ah, yes, playing hockey. That is.
Yes.
Either that or locking Anthony in a trunk. One of the two.
Well, one of those two
Did
things.
we tell that story on the podcast? I think
we must have at some point. Yeah.
Probably when he was on as a guest.
Yeah, maybe.
He has never come back. It's too painful of an experience.
So. All right, Ian, you're number 3.
My number 3 is kind of similar to yours in the sense that I did what you did and opened the it was kind of crazy because I snooped. Yeah. My parents were going on. My mom was like, Ian, are you coming? And then I was like, I don't feel like coming. And then my dad just got fed up. He's like, okay, let's go. So it left me at home alone. And I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to go check these presents. So I'm there walking around the tree looking at each present. And I see this square box. And I'm like, and it says to Ian. I'm like, what is that? So I go and I'm examining and I take apart the tape and I carefully open it and I see the side and it's a Game Boy Color. And that year my Game Boy got stolen. Oh. So I hadn't, and I loved Pokemon. That was the year that Pokemon just came out.
Yeah.
And so I saw it and I was just in tears. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It's the best gift ever.
So I carefully put it back the way my mom had it, threw it under the tree, and I was like, I counted down the days until Christmas. And when it came Christmas, I opened it up and I was in the most happiest kid ever. It wasn't like you where you just looked at it and you're like, hey, thanks. So hugging my mom and dad.
Did it bug you though?
John?
What, waiting?
No, the fact that you had snooped.
No, because after that, I think I
because you were just happy you're getting the Game Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I also got a Game Boy Color as a kid. I don't remember if it was for Christmas though.
Yeah, me too. I remember when I got it.
On my list. Mine actually did end up getting stolen as well.
Oh, really? I still have mine to this day. Still have mine.
All right, my number 3. Speaking of handheld gaming, an underappreciated gem: the PlayStation Vita. I got this. The first Christmas after it came out, I think it released in February, 2012, maybe. Yeah. So I got it in December that year. Just a fun system. I mean, it wasn't like the magic of the gift itself. It was just man, I really love the Vita.
Yeah.
It was a good gift.
Funny enough, I got mine on Boxing Day. The next day,
yeah. So, I don't really have too much to say to it.
Yeah, that's good.
Shout out to the Vita.
Yeah. All right.
I have a really hard time trying to remember all the gifts. I'm sure there's some slipping through the cracks.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Listeners, if you've ever given us gifts, write in.
All right.
Please.
My number 3. This is kind of like an old man gift here. This black jacket I have. Okay? And it's I don't know. Anybody who knows me probably has seen this jacket before. I've had this jacket now for a good 6 years, okay? And when I got this jacket at the time, I asked for a nicer, because it's a nicer coat, right? Mm-hmm. And I asked for one at the time. My parents got me one. I was like, okay, thanks. This is great. And I got it. And I didn't appreciate it at the time as much as I do now, right? Looking back, I'm like, damn, that's my 3rd favorite gift I've ever received. I love this jacket. Every which I love pulling it out. And the problem is, too, is the collar, kind of like pops up. It sits up high, and there's this like weird kind of like it's not a plastic, but it's like this kind of weird material that kind of like goes across in like a thin band, and it's starting to like come apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it like looks kind of raggedy. I'm like, God damn it! Like, I wish I could just rebuy this exact same jacket. Like,
Can
I
you
love
find
this
it?
jacket.
Have you tried?
No, and I asked my mom. She doesn't even remember where she got it. Like, yeah, she doesn't even remember, right? So,
Does it even say like a brand on the back of the tag? Or anything?
well, I think good call actually. I've never even looked into it, right? But yeah, maybe look online or something like that. Because dude, I love this jacket. I can't get enough of it. It's a fantastic jacket.
I'm trying to think of the jacket you're talking about. I'm not sure I remember.
Yeah, it's black. It's like a more winter jacket, right?
If you've had it that long, I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah, I wore it to New York. The whole trip we're in New York. I wore it to Chicago the whole time we're in Chicago.
Did you?
Yeah, look at any of those pictures. That's the jacket.
Yeah. I also own a black jacket I got from my parents for Christmas. Because parents know those are the kind of things you're not really going to buy yourself, or you're not going to spend a bunch of money on.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll just get it for you.
You're like, look at this buffoon. He's cold in this shitty jacket. I gotta buy him a real
jacket because he's not
jacket to warm himself.
I think that's the magic of parent gifts because they know you, like they've grown up with you, right? They know you so well that you don't even think that they know you that well.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, something like I didn't really like. Not that I didn't appreciate it because I wanted the jacket. I asked for it, obviously. Right?
It's just not an exciting.
The more time went on, it was like, damn, I love this jacket.
Right.
Yeah, but I appreciate my parents always made you do a pretty good job considering my list is always like, yeah, I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, Ian, you're number 2.
So my number 2 is a bit I would say it's more of an experience than a gift, but one year my parents brought my brother and I to Trinidad
Oh,
to
wow.
experience Christmas and like to go to another country.
Christmas on the island.
Yeah, it was a Caribbean island. For those of
vibes.
you that don't know Trinidad and Tobago. So we got to spend.
Also, just go take grade 9 geography, you idiots.
Yeah, that too. So we got to spend a month in Trinidad, and it was kind of cool because
You went for that long, eh?
Yeah, we went for a month.
Man, that's crazy.
We got to see it kind of progress into a Christmas like country.
Right.
Because they-
It was like a
Yeah.
hot country that was
Yeah.
like going to Christmas. Interesting.
And what they do, like for their parties, they don't call it parties; they call it like Christmas lime. So like even like your office party is called a Christmas lime.
Yeah.
But basically they just drink like crazy and they have a good time. There's a bunch of food, and then the next day to like cure their hangover, they go to the beach. So like
Oh man, that is
we
the dream.
We celebrated on Christmas Eve, the day before, and then the actual Christmas day. But
Right.
like it was just a pattern of like dinner, party, beach, dinner, party, beach. And
That's
like,
awesome.
we chilled during the day when it was like actually too hot to do anything.
Yeah.
But with the food, the people, and like the fact that we just got to go to the beach every day, and like we got my brother and I got these like. They're not surfboards, but they're like the boogie boards, I guess they're called.
Yeah.
And we got to go on like beaches with the waves on it.
Right,
that was just hella fun. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's a good one. I like that
if
one.
Yeah.
you get to go experience Christmas in another country, especially with your family, if you have family in other countries, I recommend it.
Yeah.
Do you remember how old you were?
I was about 10 at the time. My
Yeah,
brother
because
was
I
7.
remember you going.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you were going for that. Well, I guess we're on Christmas break for 2 weeks anyway.
yeah,
so-
exactly.
That was nice. That was like
Yeah.
a feel good one.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. My number 2. The gift itself is great, but it's almost the story that came along with it as well, which is I got a trampoline. Well, me and my brother and my sister, we got a trampoline.
Yeah.
Burlington.
Yeah, when I was living in Burlington. And this must have been, I don't know, let's say 5 years ago. First year I used a trampoline a ton, but then as it wavered.
5 years ago you got it?
I don't know, maybe.
You were using the trampoline when you were like 23 years old?
Yeah, dude, it's a good exercise. Why do you think my glutes look so good? Right? Come on, I know I was too old for it, but I had to go on with my brother, right?
Fair enough,
He was doing it
yeah,
by
yeah.
himself. Roasting me here. Anyway, so the trampoline was awesome. It was just a fun gift, right?
Yeah.
And I remember you had a trampoline as a kid. I
did, yeah.
Loved that trampoline. So
Yeah.
then I was so excited when
Putting
we
the
got another.
basketball net right beside it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the reason,
Oh, my God,
the
that was so
reason
much
we
fun.
got a trampoline actually was because at my mom's work Christmas party, like kids' Christmas party,
Yeah.
my brother, got online, sat on Santa's lap, and he said, "Oh, hello, little girl." And Santa didn't notice my brother was actually a boy. 'Cause he got
Hilarious.
long as fuck eyelashes. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And then I don't know if my brother corrected him. And he said, "What do you want for Christmas?" My brother said, "A trampoline." My parents were like, "Oh shit, he wants a trampoline."
We didn't know this yet.
Yeah, I don't think we knew this at the time. So anyways, get the trampoline. I helped set it up because it was like so heavy. There's no way of dragging it into the basement.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, oh, Santa left this gift up on the main floor. And it was so heavy. And we're going and my parents are like, oh, there's one more gift upstairs or something, right, to my brother. So we go upstairs because I already knew what it was. And my stepdad, and now I love my stepdad, right? But he was saying like, oh yeah, I helped Santa bring it in off the sleigh. So I was telling my brother, and my mom's like, we're like, shh, what are you doing?
Shut up, you have to explain this further.
Yeah, right? And then I think he repeated it once again.
Just trying to get that credit.
Well, but dude, that thing was heavy.
I remember.
It was ours, but that was a fun one. I remember that story, and I know he's probably listening now, and he's like, "What the heck?" Because I talked to him not that long ago. He's like, "You roasted me on the podcast. A roast are all just good fun."
Good fun roast. Yeah. That's all. Yep.
So that was my number 2.
All right, my number 2 is. Let me pull up my notes because I've already forgotten. Yeah. Okay. My number 2 is a scooter.
Oh,
yeah.
The thing back in the day.
No. So there's kind of a funny story to this, right? So I asked for a scooter for Christmas. It was like the only thing I even wanted. I wanted a scooter so bad, right? So a couple weeks before Christmas, I was out with my dad Christmas shopping, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like 10 or maybe, right? So I mean, he's probably buying something for my mom. So we get back to his car, and he opens up the trunk, and there's a scooter in there. And he, slams it down quick, right? I was like, was that a scooter? He's like, yeah, but it's not for you, though. And in my head, I was like...
cold, yeah.
Yeah, but he kind of was like, no, it's not yours, it's for somebody. He said something, right?
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm totally getting the scooter, right?
How old were you, do you remember?
Maybe 9, 10? I don't know when scooters were really popular. It was around that time, right? We were 9, 10, maybe? Yeah.
Around there.
So I was kind of like, yeah, okay, I know that's for me, right? So anyway, Christmas comes and stuff like that, and we open up the gifts, and no scooter. So I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird, right? So my grandparents come over later in the evening. They bring gifts, and I open up a gift for my grandfather, and it's a scooter, but it's a different brand than the one my dad had. So I was kind of confused. I was like, wow, what the hell's going on here? This is kind of weird.
Who's my dad buying scooters for?
Well, I was kind of like, this is a little weird, right? So it turns out anyway that my dad's work gave them all scooters as like a Christmas gift that they could ride around the office on. But he obviously didn't want to do that, right? So he just was going to bring it home, and then me and my sister would have one. So then I'm like, oh, I got that scooter. He's like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's this one too, right? So like we ended up with 2 on the same same exact time. Yeah. So
it's funny that you caught on because like kids can be so dumb sometimes.
I remember
as a kid, I looked underneath the bathroom sink and I saw a big box of a Magic the School Bus game for PC, right? And I remember I was like, oh mom, like I saw this under here. Like, well, is that for me? Because like Christmas is coming up or my birthday or something, which is shortly after Christmas actually. And one goes, oh no, that's for the neighbors, and they asked me to hide it here, right? So then the kids wouldn't see it.
Right.
And I was like,
oh,
okay. Like dumbass me. Yeah. And up Christmas, I'm like, oh cool, I got the Magic School.
It was for me. Yeah. No way. Yeah.
My mom once took me to, what was it, Canadian Tire? She's like, okay, if there was a boy that was like you, what would he want?
Dude, I have my number 1 is similar. I have a story similar to that. Yeah, it's not too far off. Yeah. All right, honorable mention.
Time. My honorable mention has to be the first time I did a Reddit Secret Santa. So,
okay.
Basically, the premise of this is basically if you have a Reddit account, you can link it to this other site called Reddit Gifts, and basically you get to choose, or no, you get selected a person somewhere in Canada, and you get to get a gift for them based on their profile.
Right.
So the way it works is that you get a gift for someone else, and then someone else gets a gift for you. So, for example, if I get John, and then you get me,
and then John would have me, kind of thing.
Or no, John will have someone else.
Yeah.
So
okay. Necessarily a matchup. I did this one time, but it wasn't a Secret Santa. It was like just a Game of Thrones related gift exchange.
Oh, true.
Right. So I did it once.
So I ended up getting someone who was a big Zelda fan. So I ended up getting them a Legend of Zelda chess set that I found randomly at the mall.
Oh, sometime. Wow.
And what killed me was the shipping, dude, because I was shipping to Calgary.
Ooh,
damn!
Dude,
and I didn't realize because the chess set was a little heavy, right? And I was like going to I think it was FedEx or whatever, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, like $40 for shipping." I was like, "What?"
Oh,
it's expensive.
It's like, oh crap!
But you got a solid gift in return.
Yeah, I ended up getting a game, the Assassin's Creed Odyssey when it first came out, or
nice.
Around the time it first came out, and the girl made ginger snap cookies.
Oh no way!
And she wrote this amazing card that I still have like hung up on my wall. And it's funny, it's Represent the Wednesday because you guys wrote a card for my birthday and I have it up there too. So it just says, yours is funny because it's just like happy birthday and all that crap. And you're just like, happy birthday from John and Dan. And then you see this one for Christmas and it's like this girl who's wrote like...
This girl who doesn't even know you.
Sending you her own baked goods.
Like how you should celebrate Christmas with your loved ones and like it should be a special time. And like I still have like... cherish it, and I do Reddit Secret Santa every year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
I should do it next year.
yeah,
Because I did the gift exchange the one time, and it's kind of funny because you just like okay, somebody's just gonna buy and send me a gift, and I mean obviously some people flake out, right, and people don't get gifts because somebody's just a
which
douche.
is kind of shitty.
But then there are people like specified who will like volunteer, and they're like, no, if somebody gets like screwed over, I'll buy them a gift. Right?
Yeah.
So
right,
really nice.
that's nice.
and it's nice because if that happens, you can report it, and like you get rematched.
Yeah,
and,
the original
They
person
get booted out of there probably.
Yeah, and sometimes in the States, Reddit Secret Santa is even bigger. Like some person got Bill Gates last year.
Yeah,
I heard about this. Yeah.
Crazy shit, yo. He sent like a Microsoft gift set that included like Xboxes, laptops,
Oh
and
my
like
god.
Yeah. He did it another year before, and the person he got, like, he actually went and looked in their post history and saw, like, they really love the environment, different animals and stuff. So he, like, got, like, did something where a family in, like, Kenya or one of those sort of countries got to, like, adopt, like, a cow for their farm.
Yeah.
He funded
Wow.
that and, like, put a big donation in, and, like, the person's name and
Oh,
stuff.
wow, that's
And,
awesome.
like, who knows the size of the donation, right? Like,
Yeah,
imagine the person
seriously.
who gets Bill Gates. You're like, fuck, he's got everything.
I know.
Right? Yeah, it's
but yeah,
I'd buy him
that's
a
my
scooter.
honorable mention.
Oh, well, my
Buy
work
him a
just gave me one.
scooter.
My honorable mention. This one just stands out to me because it was so unique at the time, and I think they still make them. But it was this gaming chair, which it was sort of like shaped like almost like a J, but with like a gentler curve, if you will, or like a little bit of a curved L.
Oh, like one of the ones that sits on the ground?
rockers, right? It sits on
Yeah,
the ground,
yeah.
And you could actually I ran a wire from like my Xbox or whatever it was at the time to the chair, and it had speakers built in.
Yeah.
I just remember being like, "Oh yeah, this is badass." Right?
Where is
Yeah.
it now?
I don't know. I threw it out. It got
In a
kind of worn
landfill.
away from a lot of time my fat ass sitting on the chair. But I just remember it
Bunch
was
of
cool
farts
because
pumped into it.
I don't think I had ever. It caught me totally by surprise because I don't think I had ever seen one before. If I saw one and I forgot about it long ago,
Right.
and then I wasn't expecting it. And that was one of the times where it was like a genuine reaction, like wow, for one of the gifts.
Yeah. All
Really
right.
good one.
My honorable mention is Xbox Live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All
Throw it
right.
back.
I know. So, like, I remember we got Xbox Live one year. I don't even remember. Like, I think I wanted it so bad, and my dad just told me, like, yeah, you got it. I don't exactly remember how it went down, but he let me open it on Christmas Eve, and then me and him played online because it came with two games. It came with MotoGP, and
Yo, I remember
The
your
hell is
dad
that
used to
other-
play a lot.
oh, and then my dad got like addicted to MotoGP. He'd be playing. He has trouble sleeping, so he'd be playing at like 3 a.m. in the morning, like yelling at guys.
It's funny how parents
living
get,
in
like, hooked on
Australia.
these
Oh yeah,
odd things,
he was
but
pretty
always, like,
bad.
so specific. My
Yeah.
stepdad got hooked on the Tiger Woods games.
Oh right,
Yeah.
no, but I was like this MotoGP online. He had like friends on there and stuff like that. Hey, big boy, I'm coming on your left. Like it was just like it was so ridiculous.
That's so funny. I can just picture your dad playing too. That's hilarious.
Mom, Dad won't let me play Xbox. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So
It's a
That's a
good.
good one.
yeah, that was a great gift.
Yeah. So number one.
Number one.
So this gift, I have to admit, people like Danny and Patrick Rodriguez and Ryan Carpino and Matt Q kind of influenced this gift.
The old gang.
But there's a little bit of a story, and it's kind of painstaking. But basically, about a month before Christmas, my dad, I don't know why, he asked me earlier than usual. He's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I was like, "I want an electric guitar." And he looked at me, and he was like, it was like a look of like shame. He's like, "Yep." He's like, "Why? Why do you want that?" I'm like, "I want to play like music, like rock music, like at the time it was like Blink-182, Linkin Park."
Yeah, yeah.
And my dad despises rock music,
Right.
like with a passion. And there was one time we were in the car, and like I guess another band came on, and he quickly turned it off. And it, for some reason, from that day till like Christmas, for some reason he would like poke fun at me for it,
Right.
and he would try to like fit it into every conversation he was having.
really driving
so-
home like you're not getting this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's good.
And like one time, it was like our Christmas dinner where he had a bunch of friends over, and he was like drinking and having a good time. And like I was walking by him, but like I wasn't even acknowledging him, right? And he's like, "Oh yeah, Ian wants an electric guitar." I was like, "Look at this white boy over here." And all my friends,
getting
all my
roasted
dad's
by the
friends are like,
adults.
"Hey, white
Oh,
boy!"
wow.
hey,
You're just
white
like, God damn it! I just wanted the guitar.
I was like, Jesus Christ. And I just kept getting roasted and roasted and roasted. And then Christmas Day finally comes, and then open all the gifts. And then my dad's like, okay, like there's a gift like behind the couch, like go pull it out. And it's this big box. So I like go pull it out, unwrap it. and it's this big cardboard box. I'm like, what is this? And he got a knife. He opens it, and it's a guitar.
Yeah, he pulled the old switchheroo on you there. I like that. That's
a nice
good.
one.
Yeah.
He's like, please just don't play it when I'm home. I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
That's good. I like how he extra drove the point home.
Yeah, like, oh, it's such a stupid gift. You're not going to get it. And then, yeah.
Because, like, as a kid, sometimes, you ask for things and you get them for Christmas a couple of years in a row. Then you sort of catch on, like, unless it's, like, insane, usually you might
probably
get what you
gonna
asked
get it,
for,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Maybe we're just coming from, our spoiled childhoods. But, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. All right, John.
My number one. The Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
I had a
wanted
feeling
this
that
so
would be your
much
number
as a
one.
kid.
Yeah.
Like, so much. And then just opening it on Christmas Eve, because that was back when we did that tradition.
Yeah.
Was just the best. And I remember I actually opened Donkey Kong 64 first.
So you knew you were getting
So
the
I knew it,
N64. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did that too one time. I think with N64. It might have been. I think I opened up a controller first.
Yeah. I never really got the extra controller with the systems.
Well, I had, like...
Random question.
my sister,
do you
too,
get to choose what gifts you pick out? Because that's usually... My parents would usually lead me to the one that... Like, if there's, like, a system... Lead me to the system
Yeah, you had the
first,
good ones
and
in the
then-
back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then- and then you get the controller after, like that kind of
I
thing.
don't know. I
They
never
flubbed
thought of
that
it now.
one
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
I think it was my uncle. It was like, oh, you can open mine next.
Oh,
Because we used to
so-
open everybody's gifts at once, right?
Oh,
My
okay.
parents would save theirs for last. Similar story, though, when my brother's getting a PS4, and if he ever listens to the podcast, which he never does, because he brings up every now and then to roast him, he really wanted a PS4 for Christmas, right?
Uh-huh.
And my stepdad, doing the similar thing of driving the point home, like, you're not getting it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I hope you're not hoping for one more thing under that tree, because it's not going to be under there. My brother started crying. I wanted to go ran upstairs. And I bring this story up now, and he hates it. He's like, I know. Why did I cry? So then my mom's like, no, buddy, come back. Right, because they feel bad because now he's crying on Christmas over nothing, because he is getting it.
Because he is getting it, yeah.
Then he opens the next thing, and it's a controller, and then he starts crying. Woo!
That reminds me of that Jimmy Kimmel prank that he films the kids. They're like, oh yeah, you're not getting any gifts for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right.
I did
done
miss
there?
one thing. It's kind of like it would have been my honorable mention, but I got to bring it up. It's
too late now. All right,
Dude,
go
it's Christmas.
Go ahead.
okay?
Let's hear it.
I might have told a story on the podcast, but it's Christmas, so I'm telling it again. I really wanted Halo 2 as a kid,
Yeah.
right? Did I tell the story on the podcast?
Kind of.
Possibly,
You guys
yeah.
are hearing
We
it
talked
again.
about like how I used to come over because I got Halo 2 first.
Yeah, those were the days, right?
Oh, great game.
And I can't wait till Christmas. Everybody's playing Halo 2. And, parents,
We were all playing
they
it.
don't
yeah.
understand, right? It's like, why can't you wait till Christmas, right? Because, when you said Xbox Live, made me think of it.
Yeah.
And so this is why I didn't really make the list, because it wasn't a Christmas gift. But I remember I was bugging the shit out of my parents for a couple days. And then, after dinner, whatever, go to the washroom and I got to come back and clean up. And they're like, oh, can you, pass me the tinfoil? I'm pretty sure I told the story already. Can you pass me the tinfoil? And I opened up the tinfoil drawer and I had Halo 2 in there, right?
Right.
So they didn't make me wait till Christmas. Like, oh, yeah, so awesome.
That is sweet.
Shout out to your parents, man. They
Shout out. But don't get
Shout
your
out.
egos too high. But shout out.
little
right.
roast,
My number one is the Xbox.
Oh,
The very first one. Now, there's a story that goes on with this. So,
Yeah.
Christmas that year, so the three systems came out. I think PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. They all kind of came out around the same time or whatever, right? So of course, I wanted one of them for Christmas, so I just wrote them all on the list, whatever, right? And I was thinking, I'll probably get GameCube. It's the cheaper one. My parents will probably give me that one, right? Somewhat sensible, right? So I'm talking to my dad or whatever. He's like, yeah, there's a guy at work who wants to buy one of those systems for his son. What do you think's the best one? Right? And like you said, the stupid kid, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I think Xbox is the best one, but the GameCube's the cheapest one, so that maybe he wants to get that one, right? Because it's cheaper. But Xbox is the best one for sure, right? He's like, oh, okay, whatever, right? So Christmas comes or whatever, right? And there's a gift under the tree, right? And I look at it, and it's like a square, and I'm like, that's the GameCube. That's the GameCube. So I read the thing, and it says, well, what I think it says is to Danny from Grandma, right? She was coming over later to open up the gift, so I was like, oh my God, I'm getting it from Grandma. This is sick, right? It turns out anyway that it actually said to Grandma from Danny because I was so young, my mom would buy the gifts for us from her.
Yeah.
Turns out anyway it was an alarm clock and it was not for me. So anyway, so we open up all the gifts and obviously I don't get a system, but I'm like, it's okay, I'm getting that GameCube. I can see it under the tree, right? So my dad comes with a garbage bag, right? All right, put all your wrapping paper in here, whatever, right? So he comes up, okay. So I have a handful and I go to put it in, and inside the garbage bag is the Xbox. And I'm like, no, I look up and I started crying. I was just so happy. Yeah, like I was like, no way. Like I could not believe that I got the Xbox. Like I was convinced if I was getting anything, it was the GameCube.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it makes it extra special when you're like convinced you're not getting it.
Oh, dude, yeah. Especially like I was like, the GameCube's under the tree already. It's like it's a lock. I'm getting it.
It's crazy. We all cried because of a game console.
I know. It's so funny. It was unbelible. Like
it was a good one.
Yeah.
When I got the Xbox, I got it for Christmas. It was actually the year after the GameCube. I got the GameCube, which I think I got the GameCube the year after it came out. So it was like 2003 at the time. And in the living room next to the tree, there was 2 giant boxes. I'm talking probably like 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
Maybe about like 1.5 foot, or like each side, like a square around the sides.
Yeah.
Like a really tall box. And my mom and my stepdad said, okay, well, one was, to John from your parents, and one was to Monica, my sister, from your parents. And they said they got us the same thing. And those gifts were there like early December, and they sat there all month up until Christmas. So sure enough, Christmas comes, we open them up, and me and my sister, I had asked for an Xbox. My sister, I can't remember everything she asked for, but she asked for a Game Boy, right?
Okay, yeah.
We opened them up. Inside the big box was the Xbox, and inside the big box for my sister was the Game Boy Advance. It's like,
oh my god, that's hilarious!
And they told us they got the same thing, right?
Yeah,
for both of us because it was the same box. And I'm thinking, like, man, like, no way they got my sister an Xbox and me. It doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, exactly.
But it was the same. Like they fooled us like that.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, just use the same box and put the other.
It'd be funny if they got your sister the Xbox and you the Game Boy Advance.
I know. Well, you know what? They almost got me the Game Boy Advance SP instead, which I also wanted, but they said the Xbox will be better
for
sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's the top 5.
That's the top 5.
Top 5. This is the Christmas finale.
It's the wrap up. Yeah.
By the time the next episode airs, it will be January.
But still, let us know your top 5 Christmas gifts received.
Oh, of course.
We still want to know.
Christmas lives on forever.
Yeah, exactly.
This was a nice trip down memory lane, and I do appreciate that. So thank you guys.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, much appreciated, Ian. All right, and again, the mugs.
Yeah,
thank you.
No problem.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. I'll make sure to post those on our Instagram for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to the homie Ian. I'm pointing, but nobody can see.
Obviously. Oh, me too. I pointed.
But we hope everyone has a good Christmas as they're listening to this.
A Merry Christmas. And a Happy Holidays.
Yes. And a Happy New Year, because by the time you hear this, it'll be New Year's Day.
Oh, Jesus, right. The next one will be New Year's Day.
Happy New Year's.
Or if you're listening to this, Christmas already passed. Hope you had a good Christmas. Make sure to write in to scruffcast@gmail.com with your top 5 Christmas gifts. It doesn't even have to be top 5. You can tell us about gifts that you love that you gave, right?
Gifts that you just got this year that you love.
Yeah,
that's true.
Whatever you want.
We'll have to amend the list.
That's right. Whatever you want, you let us know.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Follow us on Twitter @Scruffcast. Leave us reviews on iTunes, Google Music, whatever. Can you leave reviews on Spotify?
Follow though.
Follow us on Spotify.
Give us the thumb up on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. A Merry Christmas. Christmas with friends wrapping up.
Actually, before you close, don't forget to share this Scruffcast with your friends and family.
Like the greatest Christmas gift of all. And it's free.
Yeah.
Sharing the Scruffcast with your friends.
Yeah.
Ian.
Damn, Ian.
Sorry, continue. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say.
I know you can come from a marketing background. Because
hey, man, I share Scruffcast whenever I can, man. You know that.
We were Ian's number 1 podcast on the thing. Dude, we beat out Oprah. Remember when she wouldn't respond to my tweets?
Yeah.
Who's laughing now, Oprah?
Take that. All right, Ian. Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
The final
and shout out to the other guest hosts as well, Chris, Kalon.
Fantastic. Thanks for everybody who came on the show. We had a blast, and we hope you did as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, again, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for listening to the Scruffcast, episode 80, in brackets 4. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Next year.
2020.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.